Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to unpack the incredible story of the angel's prostration to Adam, peace be upon him. And this isn't just about looking back at an old story, it's about seeing a mirror that reflects the amazing potential that's actually inside every single one of us.
Now, this is a really deep and significant topic, so this is going to be a precise explainer. I'm going to need your full attention to really get the most out of it. We'll start our journey by seeking inspiration from the spirit of Prophet Adam himself. So let's begin.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at God's big announcement about a viceroy. Then, we'll get into the angel's really interesting question about it. We'll explore God's answer, and then we're going to unpack the real secret at the heart of the story, the names. After that, we'll see how Adam's knowledge was demonstrated, and finally, we'll understand the timeless meaning behind that famous prostration.
All right, so where does this all start? It begins with a divine declaration, a moment that was about to change the entire course of creation, forever.
He turns to the angels and says, "Indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority." And the key phrase to lock onto here is successive authority, or in Arabic, Khalifa. So let's be really clear about what Khalifa means, because it is so much more than just a king or a ruler on earth. It means a successor, a representative of God in all realms of existence, a being designed with the potential to possess divine attributes and a truly limitless capacity.
Okay, so God makes this huge announcement, and in response, the angels, they ask a question. And it's so important to understand this wasn't them being arrogant or defiant. It was a genuine, logical question based on how they understood the universe.
They ask, "Will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you?" I mean, that is a very direct and powerful question, right?
And that brings us to a really fascinating point. How did they know? How could they possibly foresee that this new creation would cause trouble? Well, the answer is actually baked into the very nature of existence itself.
See, the angels saw this fundamental clash. On one hand, you have humanity, a being with unlimited potential, with this infinite thirst for knowledge and power. And on the other hand, you have the material world, which is, by its very nature, limited. It has physical constraints. The angels basically said, if you put an infinite being in a finite box, you're gonna get competition, conflict, and strife. It's almost inevitable.
So, the angels have laid out their logical, well-reasoned concern. Now let's see what God's answer was. It was direct and, well, pretty mysterious.
The response is so simple, but it's absolutely profound. Indeed, I know that which you do not know. This wasn't the start of a debate. It was a statement that there's a higher reality at play here, a wisdom way beyond what the angels could perceive.
And this is a crucial point. God was not asking the angels for their advice or consulting with them, not at all. This whole conversation was for their education. It was designed to teach them, to reveal the true magnificent station of humanity, and to show them their own role in serving this amazing new creation.
And this brings us right to the heart of the matter, the turning point of this whole story, the one piece of decisive evidence that would settle the question for good, the teaching of the Asma, or the names.
The Quran tells us, and he taught Adam the names, all of them. This one single act is the source of everything that makes Adam superior, and it's the central mystery we're here to understand.
So, the obvious question is, what in the world are the names? Are we just talking about words, labels for things like rock or cloud? The answer is so much deeper than that.
Let's be very precise here. The Asma Allah are not just labels. They are the inner realities, the fundamental essence of every single thing that exists. Think of it this way. The treasures of all things are with God, in a higher reality. What Adam was taught was an understanding of those realities themselves, the source code of creation, if you will. He was given the knowledge of the very fabric of existence. Okay, so the stage is set. Now comes the moment of truth. The evidence is about to be presented in a scene that feels just like a divine courtroom, where Adam's unique gift is about to be put on full display. So let's just walk through this play-by-play. First, God presents these realities to the angels and challenges them. Tell me their names. The angels immediately concede. They say, "Glory be to you. We don't have any knowledge except what you've taught us." Then, the command goes to Adam. "O Adam, inform them of their names." And finally, the proof. Adam does it. He perfectly names all of them, showing this comprehensive knowledge that the angels just didn't have.
And here's the part that is just incredible.
Adam's knowledge was so total, so complete, that he could even explain the inner reality of the angels to the angels themselves. And when he did that, they finally got it. They saw that his station was higher, and they understood that their entire purpose was to be in service to this new being who was a vessel for God's all-encompassing knowledge.
And so, with the proof presented and the case closed, the divine verdict comes down. And this brings us to that final climactic act, the prostration, and what it means for all of time.
Now, this is so critical to understand. The prostration was absolutely not an act of worshiping Adam. It was a command from God. It was an act of acknowledging and respecting the divine secret, that comprehensive knowledge of the names that God had placed inside this new creation, inside humanity.
And this is exactly why this story is so important for you and me right here, right now. This isn't just something that happened a long time ago. It's an eternal reality. The truth of human existence is such that in every era, the angels are in service to the human being, specifically the one who actualizes this divine potential. Every single one of us has the capacity to become a true manifestation of all the divine names.
So, I want to leave you with this last thought. We humans, we are constantly searching. We are always looking for more, for absolute knowledge, absolute power, absolute life. We chase these things all the time, but we're never truly satisfied. What is the real name of that absolute being that we are all deep down searching for? We've given that being a name: God.